I'm back with another SGP case. They keep cranking them out, and this one is called the Leinwand. It is a high-quality all-leather case for your iPad 2. I'm going to show it to you up close, so let's check it out. It's called the Leinwand. It's for the iPad 2, and this is by SGP Cases. You can find out more at sgpstore.com, but this is Dante Red, the color that is. This is the packaging that it comes in, and SGP continually impresses me with their styling of their cases and also the packaging. This piece of paper here is just instructions about the case. It is all leather. This is red, and you can see the inside is a nice suede material. Dante Red is the official name of it. And the way that this works is if I just lay my iPad 2 right on top of this, and then I pop each of the four corners into the case, it's secured, and that's all there is to it. Now, the case itself, this is how everything lines up. A feature that I really like that they use is this mesh grill. So they use a mesh grill over the speaker, and it doesn't distort or prevent sound from coming out, but what it does very well is it gives you an extra layer of protection. So that's something I haven't seen other manufacturers do. It's really nice. Right there is your dock, and you can see this side. I'll come back to that and show you in a moment what that kind of flap is there for. There's your headphone jack. There's a little bit of an overlap there, but nothing that has prevented me from using headphones. This is a potential issue for some. You don't see the microphone because it's covered, and that does cause a little bit of distortion when it's recording, and I've noticed that myself in my initial test, so be aware of that. Everything else, as you see with the sleep awake, with the camera, and also the volume and the rotation or the mute switch, lines up just fine. There is a sleep awake feature built into this case, so when you open it up, it turns on your device, and likewise it closes it. What I want to mention is it doesn't use magnets to kind of make this stay in place as a triangle shape like the smart cover by Apple does. So you have to be really kind of strategic about how you do this. And I found if you kind of set it just like that, you can get it to stay in place somewhat. You do have to kind of play around with it just a little bit, but once you do, you can kind of get a decent angle at it. Nothing too terrible, but also at the same time, I really would have liked to have seen magnets built into here, especially with a higher quality case like this. But there are a couple options you can do here. If you fold this up, just like that, you can use it as an elevation. Or the other thing that you can do is let's go ahead and pop off two edges here. And now what we can do is two things. One, we can flip this just like this. And if you do that, you end up with a viewing stand. That's one option that you've got. The other thing you can do is see how I've done this. If I flip it just like this, let me go ahead and flip this around. I can kind of position it in such a way, just like that, that I now have a typing angle. So it's almost like, let me show you. See how I did that? It's almost like you have to get really creative with this case to get it to work with you in the different angles that you want it to. A little bit too much of a hassle, in my opinion, to have to do that. I think the problem would have been solved if they would have put magnets in here to really help it stay in position. But other than that, I mean, there's a couple of faults with this case. Like I said, the microphone at the top that's covered, and then I would have liked to have seen magnets in here. But aside from that, it definitely has a high quality feel to it. It doesn't put your device to sleep when you flip this around to the back side. It's got a really rich looking color to it. You can see all of the extra design elements that they've thrown into it with the branding that's kind of low profile, but also with the high quality leather. I mean, it really feels like high quality leather to me. There's some branding there on the back side as well. Overall, a pretty nice case. Might be a bit overpriced until they fix some of those issues, but you can check out my description for more information on this case. It is one of their top-end cases. It's available now, and this is the Dante Red Leinwand. If you guys have questions or comments, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, take care, everybody, and have fun.